from the All Indiana Podcast Network. This is Wish TV's Behind the Eight.
What's on the program for this fine day?
McKinzie Roth takes you behind the scenes at News 8.
Sounds like a great program.
It is amazing.
Now, here's Wish TV's entertainment insider, McKinzie Roth.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Behind the Eight. Back here in the pristine All Indiana Podcast Network studio, and joining me, a very, very special guest. The one, the only, Mike Barz. Thank you so much for being my guest. This is my first time back. So I did my initial here. Okay. Then I've been in my closet. And now I'm back in studio.
My studio, too.
Isn't this nice?
Really good job with it.
So Mike is my homeboy, and I love it here at Channel 8 because we have many things in common, but the one thing, we're both Hoosiers, proud Hoosiers. So Mike, you went to IU, correct?
Yeah, you went to IU as well.
I did.
I was in a house right across the street from you.
And what house were you in?
It was Sigma Nu.
Okay, it was a Sigma Nu. I was a Zeta, so that's really exciting. So we bonded initially right from the get. I love that. So Mike wears many hats here at Wish TV. Mike, tell us a little bit about everything that you do.
Oh, geez. I do the midday, do the evenings occasionally, and then All Indiana, the host of that at 4 o'clock that we do here. So kind of sometimes host / news anchor, kind of mixing it all in, sometimes even doing sports, everything, especially the midday because
right.
It's me and Randy. So Randy's with the weather, and I've got everything else.
Do you have a favorite, like of the multitude of things you do?
I'll tell you, I love doing sports back in the day.
Yeah.
Just to kind of give you a background, I've done and wore many hats in this business altogether, from starting off as a producer.
You did. So you started off as a producer. Yeah. Take us back in the day. How you got into the news biz?
I graduated IU back in '93.
Okay.
And then decided to just travel the country with a buddy of mine. And we went to LA, and we decided, let's stay here. And I was sending tapes out, of course, and, not getting a lot of feedback. And
was this the type of thing where you pack up your car and you're like, we're going to go make it?
And moved out to LA, to the UCLA board.
Okay.
And back then, you couldn't get on Facebook or Roommate Finder, but we went to the board at UCLA, found a couple of roommates that were swimmers for the UCLA team. One was a coach, and we moved in with them. So it was
wow.
Simple times as well. I got a job working in a bake shop.
Really? Okay.
Just to make some money.
Sure.
Pay the rent. And then I got a job working at a bike shop as well. And then through connections, that people that I knew put me in touch with Mark Schwartz, who's still an ESPN reporter.
Okay.
And then they were starting the Jim Rome show. And it was Jim Rome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They were started on ESPN too. So through those connections, I ended up getting an internship and being a PA on the Jim Rome show. So that was kind of my first, little slight way.
You got in the door.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I was out there for a couple of years.
Okay.
Car got stolen. Northridge earthquake happened. Scared me, and I was like, I'm out of here.
Deuces. Okay.
So from there, this is like a long resume here.
No, I love it. We want to learn all about you.
So from there, moved to Chicago, and through my ESPN connections, got a job working for Intersport Television, production company up in Chicago.
Okay.
And started doing a lot of sports, kind of documentaries, specials for ESPN, for CBS Sports, and it was a blast.
Yeah.
Covered Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Masters.
That seems right up your alley.
It was. Mm-hmm. It was perfect. Young guy in the business.
Yeah.
Loving sports.
Right.
Sports background. So, it was a blast. Had a great time. And then after a few years of doing that, I was like, I want to be on the other side of the camera.
Okay.
And that's when I made a little tape and got a job in Rock Island, Illinois.
Oh, nice. Okay. And were you anchorman there? Or did you start as a reporter? Okay.
And also, I did features.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that was kind of up my alley as well.
Right.
From that sports background.
Yeah.
Doing different kind of fun features.
Yes.
Was there for about a couple of years. Got a job in Green Bay, Wisconsin as a feature reporter and doing a little sports as well.
Okay.
Did that for a couple of years. And then got offered a job to go back to Chicago and be the morning sports anchor for WGN.
Ooh, and that's huge.
Yeah.
Would you consider that like your huge break?
Absolutely.
Okay, because I mean,
went from
WGN,
making,
yeah.
geez, my first job making like $13,000 a year to
Right.
really making some money where I could live on.
Right, exactly. People don't realize it means, TV jobs look so glamorous, but a lot of times they really don't pay a lot, and they're crazy hours, and it's
Right.
it's a fun job. Don't get me wrong, but
It is, but you don't appreciate it when you're in those small markets and you're making that little money and you're walking down the aisle of a grocery store and people recognize you and they think you're all
right.
this wealthy guy who's on TV. You're like,
That's not, you're like, So you're at WGN. You're in Chicago, and were you there for a long
I was
time?
there for 7 years.
Okay, so that was a good
So it was a
bulk of time.
blast.
Yeah.
I loved, and they're still, those guys up there still do the morning show. It's the #1 rated morning show.
Yeah, and I have lots of friends there too, so I
Yeah.
still keep in touch with.
Yeah, and so it was a total blast. Loved it.
Yeah.
But through that whole opportunity, I got a lot of offers to go do other things.
Okay.
Started getting interest in Entertainment Tonight, Extra.
Ooh, oh my gosh, my world. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was up for the hosting job of Extra.
Really?
Down to like the final 3 people.
Okay. So do you like that entertainment? Do you like kind of my world as well? I mean, because I'm the entertainment insider, and that's kind of what I do.
Well, because it's getting to know people.
Yeah.
That's fun to me.
Right. Absolutely.
Sometimes the news can be very depressing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why sports was always great
Right.
as well, because it's fun and you're trying to make it entertaining.
Exactly.
So, the more entertaining you are, the more they respond to it.
You can only, you cover so many deaths and just hard things to report on. So it is nice to have some light.
It is, and you don't want to become unfazed to all the violence or a fire or a murder. It can be
Right.
tough to cover.
Wow. So we could have saw Mike E! News. I mean, Entertainment Tonight. Okay.
I did. I went there, auditioned for E, also for Extra, and then got some interest in Good Morning America.
Oh, okay. So GMA.
So GMA, so they pitched me being the weatherman for GMA.
Really? Now, do you have any background in meteorology? No. I'm like, watch out, Ashley Brown. Okay.
They said they want a personality.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's all about. People have to like you to watch you, right?
Especially the national news. Well, it's changed a little bit now with them being meteorologists, but back then they weren't meteorologists.
Okay.
So there's like, we want your personality, and then you can toss to the local weather people.
Okay. That's awesome.
I wanted my tagline to be, that's a look at your forecast. Here's the real weather you care about.
I love it.
Yeah, like that.
I remember when I was starting off, they wanted me to do traffic, and I am like, I don't know directions, and I just felt I would be the worst traffic person ever. I just felt so like I would just be a fraud. I was like, I can't do this because I don't know directions, and I don't want to be responsible for telling people where to go. But anyway, back to you. Okay, so GMA enters the mix.
Yeah, so I was there for about 3 years at GMA, and then got an opportunity to go back to Chicago to work for Fox,
Okay.
a local affiliate there, to be the morning anchor.
Okay.
And so, at the time, it was just good for my family to get out of
Yeah.
New York and to get back into Chicago. Love Chicago.
Yeah.
And so,
Mike is like a Chicago guy. Like when you talk about Chicago, I feel like that's home for you. You kind of light up, and
yeah, well,
I love
I
that.
got a lot of family in the area.
Yeah.
My grandparents grew up there as well.
Aw.
But, so I was there for a few years at Fox, and then decided to go down to Florida,
Ah, yes. So you were in Jacksonville, right?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
Anchored the mornings down there.
Okay.
So just decided that little sunshine
Yeah.
used to be a place to retire as you get a little older. So I was down there for 4 or 5 years and got new owners. They blew up the place, and so ended up going to Denver.
Okay. This is the real life, though, of people in the news business. I mean, you typically stay one place too long because you're always moving. Yeah.
Not anymore. So I was out in Denver for several years, and then saw the opportunity to come back to the Midwest here. Got a call from Al, the news director, and was like, that would be a perfect spot.
Yay.
Home again.
Oh, I love that. Now, do you still have buddies? Like, do you keep up with some of your fraternity brothers?
Yeah,
And
everybody's here.
oh, very nice.
Their families, and now it's weird to see all the kids going off to college.
I know.
Our kids.
Yeah. So what do you love most about being here at Wish TV?
The people.
Yeah.
It's like it's a family place. Mm-hmm. People don't have egos around here, and
Yeah.
it's nice to one another. And I think that's the one benefit of working and being in the Midwest as well.
Right.
I miss the people waving.
Yeah.
You see a lot more of that now.
Right. Yeah, you certainly do.
People are waving, hey, I
Yeah.
see you. You're not alone.
Do you like doing the midday opposed to the 4, or do you have a favorite? Are they both your babies?
I guess they're both my babies, but the All Indiana is fun.
Okay, yeah.
To interact with people.
Absolutely.
More personality driven. We're trying to put a positive spin on things that are going on out there. So,
yeah.
Especially at a time like this where people are struggling, need some positive news.
Absolutely. And I love being part of the show. And I have to say, Mike was so welcoming from the get because, as you know, you've been the new person in a lot of newsrooms. You just don't know how you're going to be received, especially if you're like a little different than everybody. So it's really, but he's always been so welcoming. So thank you for that. I appreciate that.
What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? A lot, especially when it comes to protecting what matters. At Pacific Life, we've helped people and businesses confidently embrace the future with life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits. With strategies built on strength and trust, and a promise to be here for you today and tomorrow. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
So how is this like the pandemic and working? I mean, he has been a soldier. He's kind of almost been one of the Lone Rangers because half of us have been working from home. Mike has been here 24/7. How tell us about your daily grind, or how has the pandemic really affected you, delivering the news?
It's kind of been lonely.
Yeah. Yeah, well, sure.
Same stories every day. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to feel sorry for yourself.
Right.
Other people are going through, losing jobs, staying at home, and kids are there all the time as well. So,
right.
I think it's kind of been. I feel like I kind of need to go sit on a beach for a little while.
Yeah, you need a little break.
Yeah, because it's very isolating. Everybody's, you were doing it from home. Mm-hmm. Nessa's doing it from home. Randy's doing it from home. So you're kind of sitting in the studio by yourself, and it's strange.
Now, careful what you wish for, because so I'm back, but everyone's kind of coming back in phases. Then Monday, everyone's supposed to come back. Right. So maybe you're going to be like, whoa, the peace was nice. No.
Well, no, because it's, you're talking to people on delays.
Yeah.
You don't have that real.
Especially on it. Like this. Yeah. Yes.
Right. You need that.
Yes. And I've got to, sit in an anchor with Mike, and it's so much. It's just fun to have that banter back and forth. So I feel like that's really important.
Yes.
That's very important.
Indiana.
Yes. All Indiana. Where would you like to see the direction of the show go?
Oh, wow. It's strange because everything was kind of put on hold.
Right.
But I like the direction we're going in. I mean, adding you, for example, having that entertainment app.
I only paid him like $20 to say that. That was really nice.
It's great, though.
Thank you.
Energy,
Yeah. Thank you.
And more of that type stuff. Mm-hmm. And I like the positive news.
This positive spin on stuff. I love it. I want to start doing like some TikTok stuff, and I want to do some really fun stuff with you. I have ideas, but once everyone's back and we have all the hands on board,
that's kind of what you're waiting for. Everything's kind of like put on hold right now.
Yes, absolutely.
To see what kind of direction the show can go in.
Aw.
But better talkers.
Yeah.
Positive news. Kind of like that, the guy from The Office that was doing the...
Jim Krasinski. Yeah. Or not Jim, John. Jim is his name from The Office. Yes. Some good news. And that has blown up, and I think he's going to continue to do that.
He sold it.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like I should know this. Okay, Mike is reporting the news.
Getting a little criticism for selling it.
For selling it?
It kind of felt like he bowed out. But he said he had so many other projects going on that he...
Yeah. He's making movies, and people are probably upset, but he just did that kind of in the interim to like deliver some good news.
By like CBS or something like that, or Viacom.
And he's probably making a killing, so maybe he'll donate it to COVID relief. You never know that.
Yeah, it was great.
So isn't it so interesting? Because I remember one of our initial news meetings when coronavirus was new, and we were like, meh. And then half the people in the newsroom were like, oh, more people die from the flu. And half the people, isn't it just interesting that this is just now, obviously every day it is talking about the pandemic, but I feel like that's
hard to fathom something like this. And then when they say, it's been going in phases, and it seems to get more severe as it's gone along.
Right.
Now we're reopening things back up again. But it was strange kind of at first, nobody's wearing a mask, and all of a sudden you start seeing a few people wear them, and then everybody's wearing them. Now everybody's, has the courtesy to wear them when they're out. We of course certainly do. But yeah, it's come in these waves. And now everybody's like, okay, I think people are a little stir crazy now.
Yeah, absolutely. So still be safe because it's not like it's disappeared, but people are being a little more courageous.
But,
yeah.
From a local level, you can only give out the certain news of what's going on around here. Mm-hmm. Right? So then you wonder what's going on nationally. And you get a lot of questions. How bad is this really? Is it affect older people?
Right.
People with, underlying health conditions, not young kids like my kids.
Right.
Like that. So there's so many questions, and it seems to be every day something's changing a little bit.
And it just continues to evolve. What's one of the best, when if I ask you, what's one of your best days at work? And it doesn't even have to be here, but can you remember like just a great day that you had that stands out in your mind?
Good Morning America when Tom Cruise came on.
Really? Oh, let's talk about that, T. Cruise, because there's a lot of T. Cruise haters. I love Tom Cruise. I think he's so charismatic and smart. So tell us about that experience.
Great. Well, they actually, was Mission Impossible was coming out.
Okay.
And so I got dressed in all black and,
You got...
At GMA.
I love you. Like, so I was like black head to toe.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I love it.
And they dropped me from the ceiling.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to see. Do you have this like recorded somewhere?
You have it.
Oh my gosh, we have to see
It's
this.
on DVD. You still find something playing.
So they drop you from the ceiling.
Yeah. And Tom Cruise was right there. And I was trying to press the computer because his career was just kind of starting over again.
Okay.
Whole couch jump.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was when he got a little on the crazies and people were like against him, but now he's back.
So he dropped me down and I was like trying to press the computer. I'm trying to restart my career. He laughed.
Was he so he's a little guy. He is someone I have not interviewed yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm 6'3", so.
Yeah, Mike, it's so funny because a lot of people, they're amazed by, they think you're one way and then they meet you in person, but Mike is the real deal. He is 6'3" and statuesque. A lot of people you see and you think are like 5, and then they're like 5'2". You're like, oh, wow.
Well,
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is like that.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
man.
You're little.
Very tall.
And he's actually doing his own stunts. The next Mission Impossible is going to come out. And he's going to space. There's nothing this man can't
That's
do.
incredible. No, you got to admire the man's career. I mean,
Yeah.
He got a little wacky there with jumping on the couch and
Yeah.
Katie Holmes things, but no, you could have been nicer in person.
See,
But
that's what
it's
they
also,
say.
A lot of these guys, the one thing that, he was the first guy that I met, I was like, that guy's a superstar.
Right.
He's a movie star.
Yes.
And that was the aura you got. But a super positive guy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was there to want to, touch him, see him.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like a great day. It was a lot of fun.
I love that. I feel like the real true A-listers, they're actually very kind. Like Tom Hanks, again, for example, just like so kind and nice. And the ones that are a little more diva-ish are kind of the ones that really aren't on top. Like, but I get what you mean about, oh my gosh, he's a superstar. The most recent, when I met Steven Tyler, and I got to go, like I was on stage with him, long story, in Vegas, but I was like, wow, he is a rock star. Like some people just blow you away with their presence, right? And I bet it's like the same thing.
When I worked in a bike shop in LA, in Santa Monica, I used to sell bikes to all these guys. I sold like a bike to Madonna.
Really?
You see Michael Keaton, Tom Hanks.
Aww.
All stars would come in there.
So you're like, no big, I'm used to this.
You'd be in awe of them.
Yeah.
So I was, 23 or 21 at the time or whatever.
How is Madonna?
Nice.
Yeah.
Superstar.
Yeah?
But she's a client, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to sell her a bike, right? And
Yeah.
You're like nervous.
Right? Yeah, totally. Did she buy your bike?
She bought the bike.
She bought the bike. Okay.
$5,000 bike.
Oh, yeah. No big, right? Actually, we are going to talk about on the show, and I can give you a spoiler, Tom Brady is selling his Escalade. And it's like a jet inside. And this is the cool stuff I get to report on. So he initially knew it's $350K, but he will accept, get ready, Mike, $300 for it if you're in the market. I love it. So anyway, we're going to dish on that a little bit later. Is there a time when you've been frozen on air? Have you ever just messed up any day
yes.
you'd want to take back?
Well, my very first time on the air when I was in Rock Island, Illinois.
What happened?
Well, there was an old conveyor belt, and you put down your scripts.
Okay.
Okay, that's back in the day when the prompter wasn't all through the computer.
Okay.
And you had to basically make sure, and I was the only person running the show.
A one-man show.
A person would come in from Master Control, it's just small market TV, set the camera, right, and then I'd put all my scripts on the conveyor belt, which was maybe about 6 feet long.
Okay.
But you had to make sure they stayed on there because there was a camera that the scripts would run under, and you run your own prompter.
I didn't even know this existed. This is fascinating.
Yeah, so you would
Okay.
basically, we call them VOs.
Uh-huh.
This is where video is running and you're talking under it.
A voice over.
All the on-camera shots, I made sure to tape all the papers so that I could look down for the VO portion. That way I could fit more on the conveyor belt.
Oh, okay, smart.
So the first day I do it, camera gets set, lay everything on the conveyor belt, go to use my prompter, to control it myself, and it's going, and everything falls.
No.
So now I have nothing on TV. Right?
Oh no.
The words are there, and you're just starting off, so it's not like you have.
Right.
And you're just reading it.
Right,
You're
yeah.
just not to screw up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? And it all went off.
Oh,
and
no.
I basically froze. Then I looked down at my scripts. I didn't know where I was.
Oh, no.
I just was like, and I did not save that tape. I wish.
Oh, bless your heart.
It was the first time on air. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
I basically didn't say anything. I kind of started making stuff up.
Yeah.
And then it was like, see ya. Time was over, and I was like embarrassed, humiliated.
No, did you get heat for that, or was it okay? Like,
No, I don't think anybody saw it.
oh, that's good. That's good. See, that's a plus.
Doing these little 3-minute cut-ins or whatever.
Right.
In the mornings of the national show.
Sure.
So it's early in the morning. You're the only person there, along with one other person.
Right.
So that was, yeah. That was
Aw.
the one time I froze up.
You'll never forget.
I'm never gonna do this business. I need to get back behind the camera. And produce.
Oh, it's really cool though that you know how to produce and do all the things because now you understand it and you get all aspects of the business.
I think starting off as a producer, what's great about that is I have a lot of respect for producers.
Sure,
And I think
absolutely.
those producers enjoyed working with me because you have, when you're in a control room and you've seen this before in the past, the hothead anchors.
Oh yeah.
Who were pointing out every mistake.
Oh yeah.
As if a producer is actually
Right, on purpose doing
purpose
something.
those things.
Oh yeah.
So it would always get me mad because I know I'd be sitting back there in the control booth, as a producer, and be like, what a jerk.
Yeah.
I didn't do this on purpose.
Absolutely. I mean, we have the best producers. We are so lucky. And I will say, you always want to be very, very kind and gracious to your producers and your videographers if you're out and about because they have the ability to make you look really, really good or really, really bad. Yeah, I mean, really. So that's like very smart.
Advice goes a long way in this business.
Absolutely, it does. What advice would you give to someone who wants to get in the business?
Do it.
Yeah.
Just
Like fight the fear and just get in there.
Well, practice, take advantage of your opportunities if you're going to college or an internship. Make sure that you're listening. The one piece of advice I got in this business early on was from Mark Schwartz from ESPN, and he said, the hardest part of this job is getting your foot in the door.
Yep.
And once you get your foot in the door, you can try to work within it, right? I mean, heck, I've been all over the country
Right.
doing this job.
That's great advice. And I agree with that because a lot of time I did internships, many of them starting at 3:30 in the morning, none of them paid. And people are like, you're crazy. Why are you doing that? But I was like 17 steps, in front of somebody else who wanted, when a job opened.
Right. Yeah, you were with Fox?
Yeah, yeah.
Because, I think Russ.
Yes. So it's such a small world. When I was an intern, and Tracy Forner, who's on Indie Style, was working there. So and I was like a baby intern. Yeah. So you get to know people. And Russ was behind the scenes. He's our excellent floor producer and he extraordinaire and does all the things, stage manager. And yeah, so I know him, and he looks the same. Neither of those guys have aged at all. Would you want your kids to get into this business?
Oh, jeez. I remember my first class at IU.
Okay.
And it was a large lecture hall, and it was, I think, my first journalism class. And they said, the professor got up there and said, look around at all of you. There's maybe 250 in the class. He's like, maybe a couple of you might make it in this business.
Wow.
And that motivated me.
Sure.
Many times I'm like, I'm going to show him that I can do this. So if I would want my kids to get into it, I mean, if they wanted to, great. If they have the personality for it.
Sure.
But our business has changed so much. Maybe doing a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
It's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to be the old, curmudgeon. It's like once we get in this business,
Yeah, you don't want to be like
something else.
that would be jaded, right?
Go be an engineer.
Do they think it's cool? Do they still get excited to see you on TV? Not as much.
They were little kids.
Yeah.
I remember going out to a restaurant or going out for breakfast.
Sure.
My son was like 4 years old, 5 years old, and people would always come up to me.
Sure.
What's going on, man? And even we got to the point where we were going in restaurants, and we'd sit down, and my son would turn to the person nearby and go, "Hey, do you know my dad, Mike Barz?"
That's so awesome.
Like my agent. Like,
Hey, do you know this guy? Because you should.
Come on now.
Keep it on the DL, buddy. That is so cool, Mike. Well, Mike is the real deal, and he's like the anti-diva. So down to earth, so amazing. So he's just a good guy to know. And I genuinely mean that. He needs to take a day off. I think he's going to take a day tomorrow. You need that.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know.
You deserve it.
The thing is, I didn't even know I had it.
You need it.
Yeah, Lindsay, our producer, was like, "You're not on schedule for tomorrow." And I'm like,
I'm not? Yeah, so it's
Take a
nice.
vacation day.
Yeah, see, it's all about life balance.
And I think that's because if you're asking like what this is like right now, it's kind of like Groundhog Day.
Right.
We're doing the same stories every day. You know, you're kind of
We're talking numbers,
going
yep.
through the emotions and stuff. So having people come back,
Right.
interact, like that is going to be great. Because
Yes.
It's the one place you can really come. You know, you're locked in.
Yeah.
You're not going out to a restaurant.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you're not.
It's that normal interaction that you miss.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to be back, and it's always great to see Mike. Thank you so much for joining us.
You bring a lot of energy.
Oh, thank you. Well, you're the man, Mike. Where can everybody find you if they want to follow you?
Just follow me on Facebook, Mike. I'm also on Instagram, Mike Barz 32. M
Yeah,
Barz 32.
he's getting better on
I
Insta.
got
He's spruced. No, but he has been spruced up his
See,
page. I'm very
kinda
proud.
the old school Social media.
Right. No, you're doing
like-
well.
You're the queen. Right?
I love to tag Mike because then everyone, I like to. He's doing a great job. You're killing it. Keep going with that.
Yeah. So just search me on,
Yeah.
Mike Barz.
There you go. Just that. Mike Barz, thank you very much for joining us. This was so much fun. Back in the All Indiana Podcast Network studio. Of course, check out all the podcasts all the time. This has been Behind the Eight with your entertainment insider, McKinzie Roth. Until next time, bye-bye.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com. allindianapodcastnetwork.com.